In a striking re-emergence into the spotlight, Steve Bannon, the former chief strategist to President Donald Trump and one of the most vocal advocates of populist conservatism, has come forward with strong and unapologetic praise for Trump's recent economic strategy. Bannon, speaking at a major global economic summit, made clear that he believes Trump's approach to global trade, especially the recent announcement of a sweeping 145% tariff on Chinese imports, is not just bold, but brilliant. President Trump went in full force, Bannon said, with his characteristic intensity. I don't think he looks weak. I think he looks like a very smart deal guy, trying to move the chess pieces. This statement comes at a time when critics from both political parties have questioned the wisdom of such a steep tariff, warning that it may spark a retaliatory trade war with China and increase costs for American consumers. But for Bannon, this kind of aggressive economic nationalism is exactly what the American public signed up for, and what he sees as essential to reasserting U.S. dominance in global affairs. To him, it's not about appeasement or compromise, it's about power and leverage. He frames the tariffs not as an act of aggression, but as a necessary correction to what he considers decades of economic imbalance that has favored Beijing. However, Bannon's commentary didn't end with trade policy. In a surprising pivot, he shifted focus to another key figure shaping the current administration's narrative, Elon Musk. Musk, who now leads the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, a newly formed agency tasked with rooting out waste, fraud, and inefficiency in the federal government, has become something of a maverick inside Washington. DOGE, under Musk's leadership, has made headlines for issuing bold claims about systemic corruption and bloated bureaucracy, promising to revolutionize how the government works using AI, automation, and radical transparency. But for Bannon, promises are no longer enough. He's demanding something far more concrete: proof. We need to have a very specific accounting of what Elon Musk and DOGE have found in terms of fraud and waste, Bannon declared. Where are the receipts? His words echoed with a sense of urgency, and perhaps skepticism. While Musk has teased internal reports and sensational findings, many of those documents have not been made public or independently verified. Bannon, a longtime advocate of draining the swamp, now appears to be turning the same scrutiny inward, insisting that even allies must be held accountable to the public they serve. This demand for transparency signals a deeper tension within the administration, one that reveals how different factions within the broader conservative movement may be diverging on tactics and priorities. For Bannon, whose political brand is rooted in hard-edged populism and media strategy, the value of public trust is built on directness and disclosure. He is not content with vague pronouncements or future promises. He wants data, specifics, and irrefutable evidence of wrongdoing, delivered to the people. Moreover, his call for DOGE's receipts may be strategic in another sense. With Trump gearing up for what could be a return to the campaign trail, aligning every policy announcement with a solid narrative is critical. If DOGE truly has the information it claims to, Bannon argues, now is the time to release it, not only to validate Musk's work but to strengthen the administration's case that they are the only ones serious about cleaning up Washington. It also raises the stakes for Elon Musk. As one of the most high-profile and unconventional figures ever to be given a cabinet-level role, Musk is walking a fine line between tech visionary and government reformer. Bannon's challenge could be interpreted as a political dare: show the people the evidence or risk losing credibility. It's a rare moment when two giants of the American right, each with their own base, style, and influence, intersect, not as enemies, but as independent forces testing each other's conviction. As this dynamic unfolds, the American public watches closely. Will Musk release detailed findings to back DOGE's claims? Will Bannon's pressure push the administration toward more radical transparency? And how will Trump respond to this interplay of power between two of his most influential allies? One thing is clear. In the high-stakes arena of American politics, strategy is everything, and Bannon believes Trump is playing a masterful game. But even a winning strategy, he implies, must be backed by results. And in today's digital age, results mean receipts.